Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to Daily Update on 1000 Days Challenge. This is day 911, so let's get things started. Just a very quick run through in the weekly chart itself. Across the board, we do see very nice green candlestick on the weekly close on the traditional financial market. So on the weekly chart in the S&P 500, key thing is that we're close above the 50 simple moving average on the weekly chart, and this is also potentially towards a very slope. The break above it, that's one. Second is the fact that the moving averages on 20 exponential moving average is still sloping upwards. So this shows that there is signs of momentum. So you're firstly forming a high, a potential higher high, but not just yet. But we did form a low over here, a higher low in that sense. So definitely we want a completion of that. And this is something that we have potentially seen in the case of the Nasdaq itself, where we form a low, a higher low, a high, and a higher high itself. But on the other hand, it didn't break above the 50 simple moving average just yet. So you can see the potential resistance over there. So both S&P 500 and Nasdaq show signs of a potential shift of momentum, but there isn't a clear confirmation just yet because we want the confirmation of a high and a higher high, a low and a higher low. That's one. And secondly, will be a break above the 50 simple moving average on the weekly chart itself. All right, and then moving along in terms of the ASHR wise, we see a very clear continuation sign towards the upside. But bearing in mind that this kind of a V-shaped recovery will also lead to some sort of like a pullback for potentially like a Fibonacci retracement of 0.38 to a 0.5 Fibonacci retracement. And that is actually considered a very healthy retracement because of the way that it is actually running quite parabolic for the past 4 weeks in terms of ASHR wise. So in this kind of scenario, this is a potential key resistance zone that I'll be very keen to actually look at on the weekly scale itself. So be very cautious in the $32 to $33 region itself. Previously rejected over here, but of course we could also break above it and retest this $34 region itself. And then moving along in terms of the KMAC wise, we see a very nice consolidation period over here. So even though this looks to be somewhat like a kind of a leading first wave diagonal itself, but bear in mind that consolidating over here does show signs of strength, and we could have a very extended wave towards the upside, in which case I do think very likely we could retest this $41 region itself. So there'll be a region of very key interest itself. All right, and then moving along in terms of Bitcoin wise, we are seeing in terms of a similarity that we are seeing in terms of US market equity itself, although it's still below the 200 exponential and simple moving average on the weekly chart. So there's still signs of weakness itself comparatively to the other two charts. On the daily chart, we are very much having a decent gap above. So even we do have a retracement wise, we do have sufficient space for it to have a pullback and retracement, and that will be considered extremely healthy sign on the daily chart itself. And on the 4-hourly chart itself, I did mention that I will not enter this trade I will only enter this trade on the condition that we must first retest this 50 simple moving average, and then we show very strong signs of bounce thereafter directly continuously in that sense. So this will give a very strong signs of support, and that people has been waiting for the trigger signal. Otherwise, this kind of signal whereby break up and down is just to me noise, and I'll not be looking to enter into a trade in that sense. All right, so with that said, I've come to the end of today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop by your comments below, or I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.